So we're working on our 1969 Chevelle. We've gone through the power plant that's in this thing. We've done a full paint job on it. It's now this beautiful Porsche GT silver. And we've been working on the interior. You've seen some of the segments we did with Rick from RJ's Upholstery. We've got a full custom interior going in here with panels from Fessler Automotive. So they're gonna be custom door panels, custom center console. Everything in here is gonna look really tight. We're putting in a roll cage in here that you can see. A challenge we came across was what kind of seats are we gonna put in? And I think that's a hugely important part of any build, just because it's where you spend all your time. We did it a couple different ways. We tried a couple different products and we put a couple things together. So let me show you some of the seats we looked at for this particular build. And I got Chris over here, our master mechanic, who will be giving his opinion as well, who counts double from my opinion. So the first thing we did is we actually had original seats that we had in this thing at the beginning, right? Do we want to pull those out too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These are them. So these were in the car when we got it. Really nice seat. We've actually used the same model in one of our previous giveaways, 69 Camaro. That one was actually in leather. This one's black vinyl, but really nice seat. Still has a classic look to it. Added bolstering, nice design as far as the fabric, but we wanted something a little more modern, a little more sporty. Mostly just because the rest of the car is just evolved into such a really cool build that we figured let's throw the book at it, let's get some seats that match that level of the car as well.
This right here is a seat that we bought off of eBay, and this was just kind of like a backup plan. So I was just looking around eBay, saw these, they were 460 bucks or something like that.
Pretty affordable for the pair.
With shipping for the pair.
Yeah.
So super affordable, and they look okay, right? There's little things in here, there's some loose threads here and there. The slot here for the harness is kind of a cheap plastic. So it's not ideal. It's got a tilt adjustment here so you can adjust the tilt of the seat, and it goes near normal brackets so you can slide it backwards and forwards. But you know, I think it's okay.
My first thought when I saw these, when they got unboxed, it's a lot of product for the money. I mean, you're getting some pretty good stuff in here. Obviously the design is pretty high end as far as the diamond stitch. You see that in a lot of the more luxury cars. So that with the contrast stitching, it all looks pretty good. So right out of the box for the money, this isn't bad. It's got some support. If you're on a budget, you can't go wrong with this.
So we talked about the eBay seats. This is another Pro Car seat. We actually ordered these from, do we call them Pro Car? We call them Scat?
Yeah, Pro Car by Scat.
Pro Car by Scat. We ordered these from Pro Car uncovered because we were gonna cover them to match the car. And they sent us these electric blue ones, which are kind of interesting, but it actually is really cool for them to come covered because then we can take this off and match the pattern with whatever custom cover that we want to put onto it. But these are actually really similar seats. So they have the side bolstering, they have the adjustment right here. Instead of a handle, it's this crank that takes, oh, I'm sorry, this is the lumbar.
This is a nice lumbar adjuster for your lower back. You know, some of the guys have been busting their hump all day. Sometimes that's a nice added feature for them. Yeah,
definitely. And it'll tilt back and forth as well. And obviously we would not put in electric blue, but we would cover this. One day when Rick from RJ's Upholstery came to visit us to show us some of the samples that he had to put into the 69, he had something else in his van, which was a carbon fiber back seat out of a Lamborghini.
Yeah, pretty exotic.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest seat I've ever seen. I want one of these. And then he told me that they're $25,000 each or something like that.
Outrageous, but I believe it.
Yeah, something crazy. But they were all, you know, Lamborghini'd out and stuff, and they looked very, very cool. And so I said, well, who makes these seats? And they were made by Sparco. And so from the same factory as makes these Lamborghini seats, you can order Sparco seats. And so that's what we ended up doing. And we've got a set of Sparco seats right here.
Yeah, let's pull that thing out. Get her up on the table here. Should we just start with the backside first? I mean, it's so impressive.
Oh, hello. So this is the Sparco seat, and as you can see, it's a full carbon fiber back on the seat. The slot for the harness is a little bit just better done than the eBay seat. And just for full disclosure, these are not $400 for the pair. I think we were out of pocket with shipping, everything like that, $7,000 for a pair of these seats. So 3,500 bucks each. With shipping is a little different than 400 and something for the pair. So again, depending on the budget for your build, you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck over there. For us, we wanted to go with something that was just a little bit more high end. So things I like about this right away, the look of it. So as you look into this car, obviously the 69 is a no post car. And so you kind of get that angle where you can see the back of the seat. And so this part of the seat is a really cool look, I think.
The details, even just on the back of the seat, are so nice. I mean, the Sparco logo, all this, like you said, the pass-through for the seat belts, really nicely finished with the hardware. Even the little pull tab for the recline forward mechanism, it's got a cover, it's all stitched. Carbon fiber is super cool, you can never beat that. But all the detail work is just really finished looking. It's definitely a high-end seat.
And so this one has a crank for the tilt. So you can kind of get an idea for it there. And it's got a suede insert here for where you're actually sitting. It's got all of the bolstering in it. It's got the cool Sparco logo. It's got the offset stitching. To me, just looks like a much better put together seat, front and back. And then actually sitting in it, which I'm not gonna do on this table, is much more comfortable. So I'm not an expert on what goes into these seats, but there is obviously a difference in the material using to construct it, the foam, the material used to cover it,
right?
All that other stuff. And so
yeah, this is real leather. This is not vinyl. The Alcantara is like a synthetic suede basically, but this is going to be a lot more breathable when you're sitting in it. The real leather is going to hold up a lot better. The sides here are perforated, so that'll help breathe a little bit. But you can just see a lot of the detail work. The stitching is just a lot neater and tighter. The quality of materials, I mean, this seat even smells good, which is always nice. You just get a seat that smells good. The embroidered logo, you know, it's real subtle, but the seat is really nice. There's definitely a difference.
Should we do like a sitting test?
Yeah, I think so.
See what we got here?
I think so.
Let's pull them down and we'll do like a little sit test and see.
Can.
These don't feel bad though. I mean,
they really don't for the money.
It's not a bad seat, especially for the money. I mean,
yeah,
you can't beat it for 460 bucks. I'm a little bit of a bigger guy and it feels a little tight.
I think if you're on a budget, you would still be really happy with these. I think they would scratch the itch with as far as the bolstering and the looks and everything. It's all there.
Maybe we should give these away.
Yeah, maybe. I like it.
Yeah. You guys want to win these seats? Maybe we could do like a, you know, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and win these seats or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Try those out. What do you think of those?
Let's see. And put the old button there. Yep.
Yep, they're seats.
Not bad. I could drive a car while sitting in this, that's for sure. But yeah, they have some bolstering, so I can see like getting aggressive around a corner. This will still kind of hold you in. You know, there's really not a bad thing about the design. It's mostly just the materials and the quality of the seat. But honestly, for someone who's like middle-sized, like me, this thing's gonna hold up just fine. I don't think you're gonna have too many problems with it, even though it's an affordable seat. This one next?
The lumbar support. Here, I'll crank the lumbar for you.
Okay. Let me just, oh yeah.
Crank that up.
Yeah, so this right off the bat, you can tell it's a higher quality foam. The way the foam feels when you sit in it doesn't have as much give, it's a little more supportive, but you can just tell like the actual feel of when you sit down in it is a little more firm, which is usually a higher quality foam. And also just this pad here, this angle is a little bit different. This one seems a little more ergonomical. And the lumbar, I really like the lumbar because sometimes if you've been out toiling all day, your lower back gets a little sore.
Or if you're driving for like a long time.
That too, yeah. A nice 10, 11-hour drive, you really start to appreciate little things like lumbar support. So I like that. I like that about this seat. Okay. Yeah. There is a difference. This one's better. Just almost in every way. Just the way the seat feels, the way the sides come up, they kind of grab your hips in so that you're not just relying on your upper body to stay in place, it's grabbing your hips as well. But it does have the shoulder support. I think this thing probably has enough room to put a helmet on if you're getting serious. But the pass-through for the belts is pretty much at the perfect height. You want them coming up over your shoulder like that. The way the seat feels, the foam feels great in it. The materials that you're actually sitting in are a little bit grippy, which is nice because that helps keep you in as well. But it's super comfortable, seems breathable. It just seems like a seat that you just naturally feel at home in. So there's definitely some value there for the money, no doubt.
All right, so that's it. I think we decided on our seats. We got these.
No doubt.
These are nice, man. I might stay in these all day. So thanks for watching this video. We're trying to put out a piece of content every week, just kind of talking about what we're doing in the shop and where we are at on these various builds and projects that we have going on in here that Esparza and his staff are working on. Did we pick the right seats? Do you have other seats that might be better? Did we pick the wrong seats? Do you want to win those seats? Tell us in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe button. What else can they do?
Just let us know what you think. Let us know if you like these seats. Let us know what you think about them going into that car.
Dude, that was tailor-made for you to say, go to RestoMods.com and win a car. That was what we know.
That's
call
what
the
I
business
should have done.
Handoff.
Yeah. Also known as a fumble. Fumble Rooski right there. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, go to RestoMods.com. Get entered to win yourself a classic car with some nice seats in it.
Absolutely. Nice seats. These are nice. I might stay here all day.